Hi, this is Terry Kuti, founder and director of Deep Sea Foundation. Welcome to our educational channel where we talk about topics related to breast cancer and breast reconstruction. I am thrilled today to introduce my guest all the way from Sydney, Australia, Luan Lawrenson-Woods. She is an Instagram star who has come on strong and has become a fast friend of mine as a patient advocate for breast reconstruction over in Australia. Luan, welcome to the channel. It's so good to have you.
Oh, thank you, Terry. Thanks so much for that gorgeous introduction. And thank you for having me on your channel. And also thank you for the friendship that we've made over this last year or so. It's been really special and I love connecting with you.
It has. And I invite everyone to check out a podcast that we did with two other surgeons on the Deep Sea Journey podcast. It was quite touching to have that conversation. Today, we've got something really exciting to talk about. Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day is coming up in the month of October. So can you tell us what Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day is?
Well, Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day, as it kind of says on the tin, is about raising awareness of breast reconstruction options after a mastectomy. It's the third Wednesday of every October, and it's been going for a number of years now, but it is a bit of a little known day. You know, I work in the breast cancer and breast reconstruction space here in Australia, and there's a few people who work in that space that don't really know about Bra Day, as we call it. So for us in Australia, it's about raising awareness of the reconstruction options that are available, but also equity of access to information about those options wherever you are in Australia, because similar to America, it's a big country and we want to have equity of access to information so that any woman can make a decision that's right for them.
An informed decision, as you often say. I like
informed
that.
Decision. Sorry. Yeah, yes. Informed, evidence-based decision. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah.
Well, I love that tagline that you've come up with. And over here, it's shared decision-making, much the same thing. Okay, so let's get into the meat of this conversation today. You have come up with a brilliant idea that I want you to talk about for Bra Day, Breast Reconstruction Awareness, called Brava Art. Tell us about it. What is Brava Art?
So Brava Art is a social media campaign that will be running on Instagram. And that's where we're going to use GPS art, which is art that you make when you're exercising, walking, running, kayaking, cycling, or swimming. And you have a GPS tracker and you do your art in a certain your exercise that becomes art by doing that in a certain route. So you might run in a heart shape or a smiley face or a circle, or you could make letters or words, and you track that exercise using a GPS exercise tracker. Now, one of those is called Strava. And there is a global movement of Strava art where people around the world make Strava art using Strava, some of them really complicated, some of them, over massive kind of distances as well. We're just looking at keeping it simple. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're just going to try and make some GPS art using Strava to put Bra Day on the map, hence the term Brava Art.
Rhymes with Strava and Brava. I like that. Okay. Yeah. So where do we start?
Well, I'll bring up a little, let me do a share screen here and bring up an infographic poster that I've put together, because this is quite a new mechanic, particularly in Australia. And for a lot of people might not be used to using Strava. So I've put together a bit of an infographic that I am going to share with you now.
Love the pink and yellow. That's the colors of Brava Art. I love it.
That's the colors of Brava Art. Yeah. So what we're looking to, so basically there's a few steps that are involved. Firstly, you need to have a device that you can use to put the Strava app on. So Strava is a free exercise app. And just to note here, the campaign isn't paid for, it isn't sponsored, or it isn't endorsed by Strava. This is just an app that I've chosen because a lot of people do use it in the exercising world. So you need to download Strava to a device, either an iPhone or an Android phone.
Mhm.
Then you need to think about what kind of GPS art that you want to make. So that's thinking about what exercise route that you want to do. And I'd suggest, keeping it small, keeping it simple. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about having a go, all Brava art is good Brava art. So have a look and see what routes that you want to make. Some people follow the designs of streets or, their local neighborhood, or some people go into an open space like a park and they'll freestyle some GPS art. So you download Strava, plan your exercise route on a map, and then you walk, run, cycle, kayak, or swim, or sail even. We've got somebody who's going to be doing some sailing as part of the campaign, and you follow that route whilst you're tracking it and recording it on your Strava app. And then Strava allows you to share the map that you've made, the art that you've made, onto Instagram. Or you can take a screenshot and do that and share it on Instagram. So if you share it on Instagram and you tag the Brava Art official account, we'll see it, we'll reshare it. And by doing that, we are raising awareness, Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day.
Luan, I have to tell you, yesterday I downloaded the app, the Strava app, on my phone, and I'm like, I got to give it a go. I got to see how complicated this is. I'm not kidding you. It literally took me 5 minutes to download it, get on there, set it up. So what I did? I went in my backyard and I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk the word bra for Bra Day.
Yeah.
And I showed it to you and I said, this is so messy. And what did you say to me?
And he was like, all Brava art is good Brava art. Like we're all having a go, we're making the best thing that we can out of it, and it's about having fun. This isn't, I acknowledge there's lots of fundraising that's happening, amazing fundraising that's happening, particularly in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I don't want to take away from that. So this isn't fundraising, this is fundraising. This is about us having fun with it and playing around and not worrying about something being perfect. We'll just have fun with it.
I know. So I'm going to put mine out there because I want everybody to see my first try at my Brava. And thank you for encouraging me on that. So awareness, number one. Yeah. Number two, what I love is it encourages exercise. And we know that is so good for the breast reconstruction community, people that are in recovery. Yeah. And so, yes, what am I missing here? What do we need to talk about? You've talked about how to download it.
Yeah, if I talk about the length of the campaign as well. So Bra Day, Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day, is on the 19th of October this year. And, starting small, making some small art in the lead up to that, we're looking to launch Brava Art on the 27th of September so that people can start sketching their art. They can start practicing their art in that run up to Bra Day on the 19th. And then we'll do a big push of that week where people share their art. So we are launching the 27th of September.
Okay.
And actually we've got an amazing kayaking practice run that we're doing in Sydney Harbour for that.
Oh,
and then we're moving up to the 19th of October. But you're right, Terry, it is about just trialing it out. And it is easier than what it might sound initially, particularly if you're not used to using Strava. I'll just share some art if I could that I did.
Yes, please.
I will stop sharing this poster now and I will just bring up.
Well, while you're bringing that up, the other thing I was going to say, here's what I like about it. Awareness and then the exercise element, but it's community. All these people coming together to do this. Absolutely. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah. And exercise, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it was exercise is so important for me as part of my prehab and also my rehab for my surgeries. And I was really encouraged by my team to do that. Yeah. And sometimes, this exercise wasn't large distances. It would just be maybe a small distance like that's in this heart image here, this GPS heart that I did. This is, a couple of 100 meters around a park. It took me just under 3 minutes to do. It's a safe space. It was a green park and I just used some trees as markers. I walked to a tree, around, and then I walked back. And you can actually see yourself as you're, see yourself tracking on Strava as you do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is, and it is bringing that community together. And we can do this globally because of the beauty, of the digital world that we have and Instagram, and make it a bit of a movement where we can share our awareness raising across different countries. And that's why I'm so pleased that you're involved, Terry, as a partner, and we have some people in the UK. I have an amazing piece of DPS art that's going to be going up on the grid, on Brava Art Official's Instagram grid, for World Heart Day. There's lots of exciting things that are happening, but you don't have to do these big things, just the little ones are great too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can tell you that Deep Sea Foundation is just thrilled to be partnering with you to raise this awareness. And, Luan, patient advocacy takes different forms. And I always say every person who's been affected by this, who has been a caregiver for someone who's been through breast reconstruction, family members, get them involved. If you have, anybody that wants to get involved with you to do this, get them involved, have fun with it. We are raising awareness for breast reconstruction awareness. And like you said, it's all about the access and equality. And so I really like this. Let's put Brava Art on the map this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And it is that, a lot of, it blew my mind when I found out what my reconstruction options were when I was diagnosed. And I had no idea about reconstruction beforehand. And I'd really like for any woman who's facing that difficult decision to have a mastectomy to know what their options are. All those options may not be what they want to consider, or they may not be appropriate for them for different reasons, but at least know that they're on the table and they can have that conversation with their surgeons about that. And just to note as well, this is BRA Day, Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day, but we're really focusing on all reconstruction options. So that does include chest reconstruction for those that don't want to have a breast reconstructed, but they're looking for aesthetic or optimal flat closure. We are including that in this campaign as well. We see that as a very important part of that fully informed decision making of knowing all the options.
I'm very glad to hear that. All right. So the key points here are: download the Strava app to become involved in this Brava Art Day for breast reconstruction. Go ahead, give it a go. Don't make it perfect, make it fun. Save your photo, or you can upload it to Instagram to the official Brava Art account. And that's it, right?
That's it. Tag us and we will reshare it. We will reshare all Brava art that's made.
So like when I did mine, do I put it on my Instagram account and then tag Brava Art, and you'll share it over to the Brava account, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
So when you upload it to Instagram, what you can do is you can either put it up as a post on your own account and tag Brava Art, or you can add it to your stories and tag Brava Art. If you tag, and it's Brava Art Official is the account.
Yes.
So if you tag Brava Art Official, that's the way that I'll see it, and I'll be able to reshare it. And then the more resharing that happens, the more awareness raising that happens to get Bra Day on the map. Yeah, and it is that simple. Once you've downloaded Strava and added that to your device and you've got an account, then you can do your exercise, map it, record it, share it, and tag it. They're the four things: do it, map it, share it, tag it. That's all I'd like you to do.
Excellent. Okay, well, you can stop screen sharing now and we'll wrap this up. But again, I am encouraging all of our viewers who are going to watch this to join Luan Lawrenson-Woods on her fantastic Instagram account, which I love and have learned so much from her, and the Brava Art Official. Be sure to check that out. Follow that, and let's get Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day on the map via Brava Art this year. Luan, thank you for joining me today. I'm so appreciative of this brilliant idea and for you bringing awareness to breast reconstruction awareness.
Oh, thank you so much, Terry. I am so appreciative of you, as always, my mentor as I move into this patient advocacy space. So thank you. And thanks for letting me share details of the Bravo Art campaign with you and everybody who's on the journey.
Absolutely. Let's do this. Let's get it going.
Yeah,
Thank you
looking
so
forward
much.
to it.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, lovely. Thank you.
Mhm.